everyone, welcome back and welcome to day one in my 12 Days of Palettes series. If you've been with my channel for a little while, you may remember back in 2019, the 12 days before Christmas, I did a series and called it the 12 Days of Palettes. And I picked 12 palettes from my collection that I really wanted to do an entire video kind of dedicated to that specific palette. And I didn't do it last year, but I wanted to do it again this year. And today is day one. I wanted to do something really glam. Obviously, I did black winged liner, which I hardly ever do, but I don't know. I was just kind of in that mood today. And the first palette is the Anastasia Sultry palette. I don't use this a whole lot, but I don't know why, because I love how this look turned out and I love the colors in here. So I wanted to do this for day one and I hope you enjoy the video. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of makeup and beauty content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I am posting every day in December. I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. We're gonna go ahead and do my base makeup first, and I'm just gonna speed through it and show you quickly what I'm using, but everything will be listed down below, and then we will move on to the eye look. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's move on to the Sultry palette. So I'm not sure what I want to do today. I've kind of talked about this before, about this palette, but I have a love-hate relationship with this palette. I remember when I bought it, I love the colors. It's just this color that's always thrown me off, this corally color. I just always feel like it shouldn't be there, but if you take that away, I love all the other colors in here. So I want to give this palette some more love. So I wanted to use it first in my series. So the first thing I want to do is go into the cream matte shade, which is called Fresh. And we're going to put this all over both eyes. All right, so I'm trying to decide what way I want to go with this. I think I want to do something a little cooler toned. I really want to use this rose gold and maybe this cinder shade and definitely this gray matte. Maybe some of this gray and the dark brown. I'm first going to go into Twig, which is this matte, kind of a taupey gray color. And I'm going to put this above our crease as our transition shade. Oh my, that shade is very pigmented. Wow, I feel like I didn't get much product on my brush and still it was very pigmented. All right, this eye looks fine. This eye is way too dark. I don't know what happened there. So I'm gonna take, actually I'm gonna use that same brush and go into that cream shade we went on with first. And I'm just gonna kind of go over this and hopefully that will tone that down a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's better. I did not remember that Twig shade being that pigmented. All right, I either want to use Teak, which is here, or Cinder. They honestly look kind of similar. Teak is a little more warm, Cinder is a little more cool, I think. Okay, so we have Teak and then Cinder. I think Cinder is more of what I want. All right, I'm gonna try to use Cinder with a brush, I think. So I'm gonna go into this one. I'm gonna use this MAC 217 and see how this works. And I kind of just want to apply this on the outer lid, kind of the outer half of the lid, I guess. And then maybe kind of flick it up slightly into that twig shade. This palette to me is such like a holiday palette. When I see it, I always think of like Christmas or New Year's. It's just such a holiday-esque kind of palette to me. Okay, now I'm thinking I'm gonna take, I really want to use Rose Gold, which is this light kind of icy pink color. And I think I'm gonna use my finger for this. And I'm gonna put this in the center of the lid and also bring it into the inner corner and kind of drag it up. Yeah, that color is really pretty. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Oh yeah, that is so beautiful. I love that. I kind of forgot about that shade, but that shade is so pretty. And I feel like it works really well. You get the most impact with your finger for sure. All right, now we're gonna go into the dark brown in this palette called Dystopian. And we're gonna add that just barely to the outer corner. I don't want it to get like too dark. I just want to pop a little bit of it right on that very outer corner. One thing I will say, I feel like the dark browns in my Anastasia palettes, I forget what the dark brown is called in the Soft Glam, Cypress Umber maybe. I feel like they do dark browns really, really well. Matte dark browns. I feel like that can be kind of a hard thing to get right. These dark matte colors can be kind of challenging sometimes, but I feel like my dark browns in both Anastasia palettes work so well. So then I'm going to take this fluffy brush we used first, and I'm going to go really around my whole eye. And I'm going to move my hand really far out and just kind of lightly go over everything. All right, now I'm going to go into the slate gray. Actually, I'm going to mix slate with one little tiny dip of the twig shade, so one tap in each, really. And I'm taking my 202 from BK Beauty, which is more of like a tapered crease brush, and I'm keeping my eye open. And I'm just lightly adding this to the crease so we get that grayish look back in there. I feel like it kind of got washed away by the pink and the cinder glitter shades. I'm really happy I'm using this palette because I always feel like, I don't know what it is, if you guys have palettes like this, let me know, where you like the palette, but you just, there's something about it that just keeps you from reaching for it. And for me, I know what it is. It's this Bloom corally shade in this palette, and I don't know why I can't just get over that. But I feel like maybe this will help because I love how this looks. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Fresh and a little bit of Pearl, which is this really, really bright shimmer. And I'm taking just a bit of both, and I'm going to put that under my brow, which it's not something I normally do, but I kind of feel like it today. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go into Twig again. And I'm going to bring this all along my lower lash line. And then I am going to go into the Cinder shade, so this kind of glittery bronzy color. And I'm going to put this on the outer half of the lower lash line. Last, I'm going to take Pearl by itself, which is this really light shimmery color. And I'm going to pop this on the inner corner. I think that's it for the eyes, you guys. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll come back and I'll show you the finished look. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and are excited for my 12 days of palettes. And I'm really happy that I decided to start with the Sultry palette. I know this palette needs more love because it really is so pretty. Like, I love this eye look. It's so festive and kind of smoky, but still light and shimmery with that rose gold shade. I really love it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of inspiration. If you have the Sultry palette, maybe you can recreate this look or something similar, but I hope you're excited for my 12 days of palettes, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I hope you'll subscribe if you have not already. I will list all the products and link them that I used in my description box. I don't think you can buy the Sultry palette anymore. I have seen a few people recently on Instagram and YouTube saying that TJ Maxx and Marshalls have been getting a few of them, so maybe check there if you're wanting it, but it is a beautiful palette. So I'm really happy I used it today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram as well for more content from me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Remember, simply be you. Bye.